z nich. Pół godziny. Dopóki mój organizm nie będzie chciał być zmęczony. No i dobra. Dobra, to skończyliśmy. Niestety. Okej. I jestem. Jest. No, to mamy. Znaleźliśmy, ale to było tak.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Dobra, mamy. I teraz... Szpital. To szpital. Co? Za młode? To tam u siebie, tam masz od... Chyba co... No to musisz wziąć 90... 101. Tam są na XPK. Tak, o właśnie, jak ktoś wpadnie później na powtórce, to napiszcie jakieś na XPK.
Czemu?
Szukaj jakiejś gry innej. A, Windows XP. Okay.
Get your weapons ready! We found one!
Diablo!
O!
Prepare your
Nie
leg for
głupie.
Co?
Nie głupie.
Nie chcesz Diablo grać?
O. Też. Aż tak źle?
No zobacz.
Co? Może Jedi obcas.
It's up to us!
Nie widzę.
Murdering bastard! Oh Christ!
I FIFA. Jakaś.
Oh Christ!
Batman. Który...
Is this supposed to be enough?
A setki?
You always knew the words to calm the children down.
Okej. O. Uuu.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Tu. Próbuję. Tylko ono powinno być tu, rzekomo. A ja tego nie mogę i... To jest nie halo. Próbuję. No tu powiem to jest.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Pa. No w szpitalu. Ty bez się właśnie. Mi się misja zepsuła? Trzeci fragment, kurczę.
Co? Ty robisz lejka?
Tak, szukam kuźwa skrzynki. No ona tu powinna być.
Tam jeszcze zostały. Jeszcze się nie rozleciały. Albo plastikową chcesz?
Tak. Ja no wszędzie otwierałem. No to zacząłem denerwować. Oj. One są tak pochowane, że to jest jakaś parodia. Może z zegarem trzeba pogadać, bo to jest...
It's locked.
Zegar? 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 Uff, już się bałem, że coś się stało.
Yes?
No, wszystko.
I'll come back. Always a pleasure to see you.
Nie.
Yes? I'll come back. Always.
Nic nie ma. O nie. coś się popsuło.
Jak się może światło?
It's locked, all right.
Zablokowane.
It's locked.
A... To powinna być skrzynka. Nie wiem, dlaczego tego nie ma. Może nie ten rozdział? Jest sporo krwi. Czekaj, może ja przeładuję grę. Może się coś zmieni. Tak nie powinno być. One są tak pochowane, że to jest jakaś... Nie paranoja. Co to tu? O! Teraz się chyba skrzynki zespiły, bo tu tego nie miałem. Okej. Muszę ten trzeci, kuźwa, fragment testamentu znaleźć. Kurde. O! China. Tego bym się nie spodziewał. Okej. O, tu jest posprzątane. Że musi minąć rozdział. Tutaj się odnowiły niektóre rzeczy.
So many deaths. My sweet girl.
Still more coming.
Reads me like a book.
How can we be sure we're making a
I
difference?
never could keep anything from her.
Okej.
The pain. It's here again.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Nassau.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nassau.
Nie wiem dlaczego, ale mi się to nie robi. Muszę sprawdzić. Teraz dajcie mi chwilę. Powinienem mieć tu skrzynkę. Drugi zrobiłem, ale... Dobra, chyba się domyślam. Dlaczego mi się to nie zrobiło? Szczegółowo. Ale ja chcę zadania. To powinno być tu. Dobra, pójdziemy do jeszcze. To jest ostatnia rzecz. Spróbuję. Szaleniec. Jestem, no ale dobra. Chcę zadania porobić. Jestem szalony, jestem szalony. Nie wiem, czego, ale nie mam. Czekajcie, ja może mam ten liścik, tylko że ja o tym nie wiem. Pierwszy list, drugi list. Wszystkie potwierdzą gdzieś pewnie. I nic. Ja spróbuję, może. Jak to? Nic nie da. Kurwa! Jak się straszyłem jego tu. Myślałem, że w kryjówce mogło być bezpiecznie. A tu niespodzianka. A to co jest? Nie wiem, coś robię źle.
It's locked.
Powinien być odblokowany.
It's locked, all right.
Nie wiem dlaczego, może fabularkę muszę pójść dalej. Bro, tu gapiłem. Do widzenia. Mam dwa zadania i nie wiem dlaczego mi się nie chce. O, no włączyć. najbardziej chore zadanie, jakie miałem pewnie. Może w domu muszę z lokajem pogadać. Drugi mi się udało. Drugi to też był schowany ładnie. To jest moja rezydencja.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Teraz mi nie da.
Yes, Mr. John.
I found
Your father wants...
I realize now.
No, sir.
A, to.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr.
Może...
Bring me my glasses.
Hello again.
Jonathan.
O ojcu, o właśnie.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious, dour banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Ah.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Proszę, proszę, co ja słyszę? Oszust.
Crossley returned from the war.
Avery, ty nie mówisz prawdy.
Does not seem well.
Gdzie ty jesteś? O. Tutaj.
Yes?
Goodbye.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But
Halo, co jest nie tak? Trzeba zdenerwować, na serio. Okej. Myślę, że trzeba zdenerwować. Fu. Dziękuję, babcia. Po kolei, będę go znaleźć. No kurde. Dobra. Gdzieś tu. No kurde. Jest jakieś chore. No, jaja. Normalnie jak berety. Właśnie nie wiem, co jest nie tak. Tu powinna być jakaś dziewczyna. To tak jakby było za tym. Dobra. Co, to nie wejdę?
It's locked, all right.
No to jest dla mnie chore. Tam mam tego idiotę znowu. Kiedy nie znoszę. Muszę z nim walczyć.
Stupid newborn!
Nie mogę nawet uciekać. Nie uciekać, nie mogę.
You feeble!
Nie mogę. Uciekać. Uciekać. Walczyć.
This is now my domain! This is my territory!
Jaki ty jesteś szybki? Teraz ja. No. No. Idziemy. Już 40 minut. Może postęp fabularny mnie blokuje. O nie. No to jedziemy, wilkołaczku, dawaj. O ty, on jest po jakiejś mutacji! O.
I cannot enter.
Wow, ile zawodu. To?
It's locked.
Dalej, fajnie. A, możemy zjechać.
I cannot enter.
Pojeba. Jeszcze nie.
It's locked, all right.
O, proszę, asystenci to wziąłeś. Dałeś? Ja. Kurwa, jesteś szybcy sam. 6. Myślałem, że to było. Okej. Wiedziałem, mówię? Są. Let's go. Aj, nie zdążyłem. Czego żeście tak bronili srogo? Jeszcze tam to. Kanoami?
This is despicable.
Let me go, you bastard!
A, tu jesteś, dobra.
Are you from Ascot?
Tak! Nie. Co? Nie mam czasu, muszę go zabić. Yes! Spokojnie, spokojnie. Udało się. Chyba o tą chodziło, tak?
Are you all right, miss?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
My name is Jonathan Reed. I'm a doctor. What happened to you?
Coś się stało?
Why are you here?
I'm Louise Teasdale. I was kidnapped a few weeks ago by a vampire. Don't laugh, please, sir. It's no joke.
I believe you, Miss Teasdale.
That monster told me my father was dead. That no one was waiting for me outside.
You're safe now. You don't have to worry about the vampire. You should just return home.
Thank you, sir. I hope we'll meet again soon. Because I'd really like you to teach me how to get rid of these creatures.
Okej.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
O, proszę, mieszkaniec. Oj, śledztwo! Chwila. M, mapa. Czyli śledztwa. To ta, dobra. Okej, mamy nowego mieszkańca.
I have this thirst for blood.
Wyjdziemy, uda się. Czy ja wyjdę? Takie zakamarki jakieś takie. Dzień dobry. Ja nam to wejść. Pierwsza rzecz. O. Musimy się tu rozejrzeć. A. Sklep.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
O, punkciki.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid.
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Ostrożność to dobra cecha.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price. Especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Aż tak się zmieniłem?
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Sobie.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Ooh.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
O ja. Zobaczmy, co-
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Nic.
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Dobra.
It's locked.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Cap.
Goodbye.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Okej, sklep. A ty?
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Jestem tu z własnej woli.
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club. You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Okej. Dobrze. No nic. To naprawdę...
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
Morderca?
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there's a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Co za epidemia?
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Okay.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
Nie widziałem. Paczka już nie żyje.
Does the name Fergal ring a bell? Fergal Bancher.
Of course it does. Fergal Bancher, the butcher of Galway, hung in Dublin in 1857 for murdering more than 20 men with his bare hands. Why are you so interested in dead criminals, sir?
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
O, statystyk.
What are you investigating exactly?
Mr. Kimura has been murdered. Always the same injuries. Wounds to the neck and massive blood loss. I'll stick to my homicidal maniac theory.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it. With just one phone call.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Oj, nie. Policjant. Ładna mi się dzwoni. Nie, najpierw ja. 30. Akcja krzyż!
Beast must die!
Chcę jak przekonać.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here. Die, vermin!
Dobra. Mają wreszcie level cia. No, jest dobra. Najpierw teraz muszę zbadać te wszystkie szlaki. Otwieramy. Dobry. Okej. Wracamy. Okej, ostatnio. Teraz to... Nie, bo tu jeszcze 3. Czyli nie wszystko. Ja. Dobra.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Good for you. It's a good thing to have a clear idea of where you stand concerning crucial questions. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you are not in your place? That sort of trap.
Rozumiem, ja rozumiem.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
as you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
Owszem.
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
Czym się zajmujesz?
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
A co robiłeś wcześniej?
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He has always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Właśnie.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye, Mr. Bacon.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Jeszcze jedna osoba.
So many signs to interpret.
Pogadajmy, bo jesteś ciekawą postacią.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me the truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you have not taken another life since your poor sister died.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Dobrze, więc mów.
All right. Let me hear it.
You're on a path to redemption, Jonathan. But be careful. One single trip and you'll fall.
That doesn't sound promising.
Take this, young Ekon, as a personal reward for your strong will. Keep following the right path and you'll reach safety.
O, stara krew. Co?
I would rather not know.
Bractwo.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Kto założył bractwo?
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Okej. Okej. Osobisty, tak?
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then?
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Aha.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's stole.
Kto uroczy za wampira?
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The glutton. A man who just eats life as a cake. A righteous ego, surprised to fall in love.
Aha. Skąd wiesz o Mary?
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Nie zasłużyła na taki los.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
Niestety, ale to ma rację.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
Wow. Wreszcie spotkałem. Ostatnia postać chyba. Nie.
Good evening.
Goodbye, sir. Until we...
I rarely... A red river, a song in the dark, the whispers of a sun.
Fajnie.
So many signs to interpret.
Przeżegla. Tu. 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 Kurwa, coś tu musi być. To nie jest bez przyczyny. Kolejna ewolucja. Ewo. Okej. Nie, na razie trzeba kreatyw zwiększyć. Okej. Potwierdzamy. Kolejny poziom wyżej. Okej. Przeziębienie i migrena, dobra. A to jest córka, dobra, już zgadzam. Nie wiem, ja już się spróbowałem. Zmęczenie, górne, przeziębienie, płuc, przeziębienie. Dobrze. Mamy zwiększoną moc więzienia na 28 poziom. Nie mogę znaleźć tego. Nie, to może następny rozdział musi być. Ostatni. No i dobra, i tu kończymy. O, jest ta długa 30. Pora iść spać. O. No. A i tak jak mówiłem, napiszcie mi w komentarzu, co mógłby Beatles zagrać. Może Rambo? Bo Conana jakiegoś. No.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Dobra. Ja dziękuję za dzisiejszy live'ik. Nie mogłem znaleźć tego ostatniego listu, a powinien być w pębu. Nie wiem, co jest nie tak. Jeszcze poszperam trochę. Pa, pa.